hey, if I have to leave him in 2025, then so be it. He wasn't meant to be in the next chapter of my life with me. Hey sis, hey, and welcome back to my channel. I know it has been so long, but it's your girl Monet, and I have such a video for you today, and you aren't going to believe what has happened. Now, before I get into the video, like I said, I missed you, sis, so go ahead and like and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on all of my social media platforms that I will leave right here. So, what has been going on, sis? I cannot even begin to tell you what 2025 has had in store for me. The last time we seen each other, sis, I was on the podcast. I had to get back to my own channel. Like, I had to get back to what I originally wanted to do. And that was having a one on one relationship with you. And for me, it's more so being consistent, having the ability and having the time to actually sit and talk with you guys without being interrupted, because we also know I'm a mom of two, a stay at home mom of two. But my 2 year old, child, please. She was a Velcro baby. And when I say a Velcro baby, I mean she would not leave my side. But now that she's getting older, I have a little bit more free time. And I'm really liking that I'm starting to have some free time. So, what I have in store for you is literally crazy. Like, even right now, recording this video, I still haven't even processed my emotions, because this literally just happened today, like hours ago. So, bear with me, because I'm still trying to unpack everything that has transpired, and really just trying to take the time to reflect on what has happened, and not even just with my relationship, like even my friendships, like my whole 2025. I lost people. There was deaths in my family on both sides, and these people were important to me. So 2025 has definitely kicked my butt, but the main goal has been to maintain positivity, I should say. I'm trying to maintain being positive, and I have not allowed the negative. Like, I have not stood for any negative energy. Like, if you're depressed, and I get it, people get depressed. I've been depressed this year. I've been in a funk. I get it. People be depressed, but like if you're constantly depressed, I really have not wanted you around me. Like, I really have been focused on trying to be a better me, and trying to stick to some routines and really work on my goals and my dreams. Let's unpack what has happened in the past. What should I say? I it's only been a few hours. So, as you guys know, if you have tuned into the podcast, I was in a relationship, and I was in that relationship. We're in December, a year and 4 months. I was in that relationship, and it wasn't perfect. It was far from perfect. No relationship is perfect, but y'all, like, when I say my dog, I mean that was my dog. Like, that's still my dog. Like, it's only been a few hours, and I don't have negative things to say about him. Like, that's still my dog. Like, I'm still in love. I still love him. Like, I still care about him. I'll burn this world to the ground for my boy. But, things happen, and like I said, the relationship wasn't perfect, but it was worth it. It was worth it for sure. I learned lessons that I never thought I would learn. I've had feelings that I never thought I would feel. And even being in that relationship has taught me to soften up and to not expect the worst from somebody. I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate the lessons that I did learn. And I do apologize ahead of time if I get emotional while I'm talking, because, like I said, like, this just transpired. So, like, even this video, like, the first video back wasn't even supposed to be sad or upset. Like the first video back, like I'm not sad and like I'm not upset because like I said, I'm still processing. But I know at some point those emotions will come. I had to talk about it. Like this was the game plan. As you could see, like I did my makeup, I had to get my Juvia's placed on my face. Like that is my stuff. So I did my makeup with full intention to have the first video after my hiatus. My first video coming back was not supposed to be like this. So I did my makeup today and I did my hair. Like I did my hair a little bit, but I had my heatless curlers in. If you want the link to the heatless curlers, I would definitely leave it for you in the comment section or the description. One of the two, you'll be able to find it. Now, sis, listen. Like I said, I did my makeup. I got all cute today. I wore my Maleficent outfit. That's what I call it. My Maleficent pajamas. My sister had threw like a Disney themed party a few months ago and I was Maleficent. So, like I said, I'm the villain. I will be the villain. I will be the villain every time when it comes to me, when it comes to my piece. 2025, even though I said I was the villain, I was the villain. 2025 showed me that it was the villain. So we're gonna have some high hopes going into 2026, sis, because when we talk about being on the strongest soldiers list, I no longer want to be on it. Take me off immediately. Let's get into what happened. So, like I said, I did my makeup. I was sitting in here. I was feeling cute. I was taking my pictures. I was doing my videos. And, the last couple weeks have already kind of been like they've been shaky. And I had mentioned to him, like, I feel disconnected from you. Like I literally said that. I was like, I feel disconnected. So I had already felt like a shift after it being so loving and just so like peaceful. Like it actually felt like we were at peace. The switch came and I didn't really pay too much attention to the switch at first, but I definitely left it as like a mental note, like, okay, put it in the back of your head, like there has been a switch. I'm big on energies. One thing about me is that I am big on energy. I can read your energy as soon as you walk in a room and I know what's up. I may not speak on it, but I know what's up. So I put a mental note in it, like I felt a shift. Over the last few weeks, like I've been sick, my kids have been sick, he's been sick, so it's been real hard like trying to have that time together and really just spend some quality time together. So it definitely was like getting, I don't want to say rough, but it was definitely getting a little shaky. And it always kind of felt like the more time we spent apart was where there was room for overthinking. Like there wasn't reassurance. It was just crazy. Now, if you know me, I'm going to speak on how I feel most of the time. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but I'm going to speak on how I feel most of the time. So, over the course of the last few weeks, I definitely spoke on, feeling the disconnect, what's wrong, what's going on. And I definitely felt his like aggravation. And I don't know if it was like me that aggravated him or like, I'm not sure. And until this moment, I'm still not sure. Like I said, we literally just broke up like hours ago. So, it's still a lot, to really unpack and unfold. But for the most part, I will tell you though, sis, I am at peace. Like, I am at peace. But I'm going to get into how this breakup just happened. So I gave you a little bit of the backstory. I know he's on his way, and we had a conversation like early this morning that was kind of just like, telling each other like literally what we'll be feeling, and it was over text. So there's still more to be said in person, and I didn't think we were gonna break up. Like I didn't think it was gonna be a breakup conversation. I thought it was just gonna be like, okay, let's speak on how we feel and let's work on the steps to fix it. Like that's what I thought it was going to be, but that is not what happened. So when he came, we spoke about, how we were feeling and just kind of recapping our conversation from the earlier text messages. At some point, he said something to me. What he said to me was just kind of like, okay, like you're playing around, you're being like depressive and real negative, but I didn't take him seriously. But what he said was he wished I would just like leave him alone. And I was just like, yeah, do you want me to leave you alone? Like, is that what you want? And he's like, yeah, yeah. So I kid you not, this went on for like 2 hours. I thought he was playing for 2 hours. I thought he was playing around with my feelings, like, and being depressing and stuff. And I kept asking him, I'm like, are you sure that's what you want? And he's like, yeah, I guess. And I'm like, okay, like, so I'm playing into it. Like, I literally played into it for the whole 2 hours, sis. I'm just sitting here like, okay, well, you're gonna miss me. Like, are you sure you want to be alone? Like, it's 2 days before Christmas, sis. 2 days. 2 days before Christmas. And you're telling me that you want me to leave you alone, to the point this man offered me. He was like, I'm so serious. I'll make you the beneficiary of my 401k when I die if you leave me alone. Be serious. Like, I probably should have knew at that point that he wasn't playing, because he don't play about his money, and neither do I. So I gotta make sure I follow up on that. Like, oh yeah, you wanted me to leave you alone. Make sure I get that 401k when you go. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, but no, seriously, maybe I'm laughing through my pain because, like I said, it was like that for 2 hours. I thought he was playing. Like, I really thought this man was playing with me, and whole time he wasn't playing. So at some point, I was just like, no, seriously, like, is that what you want? Like, stop playing with me. Like, I'm being so serious now. Like, it was hee hee ha ha for the past 2 hours, but I'm not playing no more. Like, are you being serious? And he was just like, yeah. And I was just like, oh, this is for real. And then he kind of got into like, he feels like he needs to be alone, and he feels like he prioritizes others more than himself, and that him being so worried about other people, he hasn't been taking the best care of himself. I was trying not to be self-centered. Like, what does that have to do with me? Like, I didn't tell you to stop taking care of yourself. I didn't make it hard for you to take care of yourself. Like, even when he was giving me like examples of how like he felt like he wasn't taking care of himself, I was just kind of just like, okay. But a part of me slowed down, and I just listened to him, and I could hear like the pain in his voice, and I could feel it that he loves me. Like, I know he loves me so much, but I also know that this time of the year can be depressing. Different things we've went through throughout the relationship, they still have not settled, which respectfully so. I don't blame him for the way that he feels, and he doesn't blame me for how I feel. And I thought I would have been a little more sad, but I wasn't. Like, I wasn't sad. I'm sad that the relationship is over. Like, of course I'm sad about that, but I'm not upset. Like, I'm taking it a lot better than I thought I would. I'm shocked at myself. Like, I am shocked at myself, but I'm also proud of myself, because the old me probably would have crashed out. Like, what you mean? Like, this more so came out of nowhere. Like, what you mean we breaking up? Like, no, we're not breaking up. Probably would have took his tires or his license plate. Like, the old me would have probably crashed out. And he's joked about that like a few times too. Like, you know, I'm scared you're gonna do something if I was to leave or whatever. Like, if we broke up or whatever the case may be. I've grown. Like, I've just come to accept terms for what it is. Like, I am a realist all the way around the board. Like, it is what it is. If it was meant to happen, it was meant to happen. So if we were meant to end the relationship right now, then it was meant to happen. And if it's meant to be, if we're meant to be together, it will fix itself later. I am a firm believer of what's meant for me is meant for me. So if he is truly meant for me, then I don't see why at some point in time we won't fix it or whatever needs to be done to mend the relationship. I know I have a lot of reflecting to do still. Like I said, 2025 has been a roller coaster. I can't sit and say that I am surprised of how this year went. But stepping into 2026, I mean, hey, if I had to leave you in 2025, that's just where I had to leave you. Like, there's people you probably will not see me with anymore. There are family members that I probably won't associate myself with anymore. Like, those are things that I really had to think about really hard in 2025 is who's actually for me and who's not. Who's my support system? And who can I call on when things like this happen? I got broken up with 2 days before Christmas. So who am I gonna call and who's gonna answer the phone when it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm crying? You get what I'm saying? And as far as my goals and my dreams, like who fits into where I want to be in the future. And those are things that I really had to sit and think about, like, especially over the past few weeks. I'm like, we're going into 2026. Your girl is about to be 30. And I have a lot of big girl decisions I need to make so that way my 2026 will be fulfilled, will be blessed to be full of abundance. And I already picked out my theme for 2026. And sis, tell me if this is giving or not. The theme for 2026 is unapologetically about me. Like, that's the theme. That's the theme right there, sis. The theme is unapologetically about me because that's exactly what I want 2026 to be about. I want it to be literally, I'm not going to find myself prioritizing anybody that's not my kids. If you're not my kids, you're not a priority for me. It's me and my kids. And that's all I care about going into 2026. Nothing more, nothing less. And unfortunately, I thought one of those priorities would have been my boyfriend because we did make a lot of plans for 2026. But hey, if I have to leave him in 2025, then so be it. He wasn't meant to be in the next chapter of my life with me and see where my life goes. So that is the biggest thing that I'm taking into 2026 is that whoever has to be left in 2025 is going to be left in 2025. That's it. And we're right around the corner. Like I said, Christmas is coming up right now, and all I need to do is make sure them kids is happy. I lost too much in 2025 to worry about the people that are still going to be in 2025. You get what I'm saying? If it's not meant for me, if you're not meant for me as a person, if you're not meant for me as a spouse, as a friend, as a family member, if it's been toxic, anything like that, I've had enough. And I'm not taking it into this new year with me. And it's not new year, new me. It's going to be new year, improved systems, building routines. That's what I want to do. I want to build my routine. I already started working on my morning routine, which is working out. I wake up in the morning, I work out, I journal, I pray. I want to get into things like that. 2025 has taught me so many lessons, so many lessons. But the biggest lessons, you can reinvent yourself as many times as you need to. You can rebrand yourself as many times as you need to. But at the end of the day, do whatever makes you happy. But moral of the story is if it doesn't belong, remove it. And if it's meant to be there, it will be. So if you needed to hear that, let me know in the comments what was your biggest challenge of 2025 and what new or improved system or what is your motto for 2026? I'm very curious to know if it's like mine. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to be consistent in 2026. If you like this video, if it resonated with you, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. Make sure you hit that notification button so that way you guys can get notified when I do the next video, because the next video I'm definitely going to deep dive into my everyday routine so you guys can pick it up too. But that's all for today, my loves, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your holidays. Till next time.